Hello.
All right.
Hello again. Sounds really odd. Hello again.
Hello again.
It's like you've been caught doing something. Oh, hello again. Like that.
Well, it sounds like someone's
Guilty conscience,
yeah.
but I sleep really well at night.
Anyway, welcome to another video from RiderCamTV. No?
RiderCamTV.
That's it.
That's us.
Yeah, that's it. What, you and me?
Apparently so.
Yeah.
There we go.
The end.
The end.
Now we're gonna have a quick chat about a few different things, aren't we?
Yep.
Mark's had his haircut.
Unfortunately, the computer is so far away, I can't read any of the writing. We don't script any of this. It's just got a heading.
What?
What? I feel like Moley going like that.
Well, it says on here, Mark has finally had his hair cut.
There you go. This one here.
Well, we're back in the same country.
Yep.
Which we haven't really. Most of the summer we've been either ships passing in the night,
Yeah.
as it were, haven't we? You've been either returning from a trip while I've been going, or vice versa, or we've just been involved with family stuff being away.
I've done a lot of tours this year. I did 4 tours this year, and I worked it out that it is 87 hotel rooms. And I went out. The first trip started at the beginning of May. The last week of May, and I got back on the 1st of October, with little like week here, week there, 2 weeks here, on the way back in between. So, and in that time, I know I've done just over 15,000 miles.
It's good going, isn't it?
Quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
So my bike is now only 18 months old, with 32,000 miles on it. Wow!
I know BMW love you.
They do. I had it serviced 3 times in 9 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I haven't done so many tours because I've been doing a lot of back office stuff. But I've done, what have I done? Three tours in Spain.
Wow.
Some in North Spain and Portugal, and then right down to the bottom of Spain on the Grand Tour, which was amazing. It's my favourite tour. I've ridden right down through the whole of France when Brittany ferries went wrong and they caught fire and had to cancel ferries and all sorts.
Fire. The ferry caught fire. The engine died. The whole company caught fire. Spontaneously combusted.
But you know, there's a positive out of everything. We had a tour that started in Spain, and suddenly the ferry was taking us from Portsmouth to St Malo. But 2 days, I felt like a criminal riding through France because you know, France is such an amazing country to see. It's got so much to see and do. And we just blasted right through it. But we got to where we needed to be and had our tour as needed. But with the added bonus of actually going through France, it was lovely.
What was the best part of the tours then?
Best part of the tours was 100% meeting the people. It was on the last tour that I'd kind of realised, because I've run the Spanish tours for quite a while now, haven't I? That on the last tour, it wasn't until the 4th or 5th day that I'd actually looked at my sat-nav thinking, oh, I can't remember where this road goes. It's really weird how you almost become a local at places that you're never a local.
You were trying to do something then with your computer without anybody knowing.
It's locked itself, isn't it? It's not good, is it?
Oh, yeah, and you're saying I'm not the technological one. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was your favourite bit then?
My favourite bit this year was Norway. I've done Norway to the Arctic Circle 3 times now, and I've done it once where we had a bit of rain, and once where we had a lot of rain, and then this trip was just brilliant sunshine the whole time. It was really and nice temperatures as well. The first year I did it, it was baking up going up through Denmark and Germany. We had one horrendous day on this trip, getting from Hirtshals across to Kristiansand, where it absolutely hoofed it down, and the ferry was late, and it was one of those the big cat ferries.
They got a big cat.
Oh, it's huge, big pointy ears, and yes, but within about 20 minutes of getting off the ferry, everyone forgot about all that horrible weather we were standing waiting in, because there's no facilities really for motorbikes to wait at ferry ports, and they were all really smiling because it's a really nice tour. So it was good.
Well, I suppose the best bit for both of us is meeting the people, isn't it? Because that's what makes the tour, isn't it? The countryside is amazing. I don't think I had hardly any rain on any of the tours. Perhaps 1 or 2, measly days, but other than that, bright sunshine because it's Spain. But the people make the tour, don't they?
Yeah.
Very, very much the people. I've been very fortunate. I've met some really, really nice people this year.
Yeah. And I have to say I have as well. One of
We
the
haven't
highlights.
got to say.
Oh, you're right. One of the highlights of the Norway tour for us was when we came into Sweden. This is like the third time I've done it. The only wildlife we've seen has been, rabbits squashed on the road and things like that. We saw 4 deer ran across the road in front of me, and one of them was so close to me, it actually looked like Bambi. It skidded.
Really?
Almost under my wheels and managed to run off. I just managed to slow down, otherwise I'd run it over, and it ran off. And then about 2 miles up the road, there were 3 moose by the side of the
Chocolate mousse?
big chocolate moose, right by the side of the road, and they are massive. And there were about 5 of us riding as we came around a corner, and this car in front just slowed down, and suddenly these moose were just bimbling across the road, and the guy at the back never even saw them. We're like, "Did you see the moose?" He goes, "No."
Oh, wow.
They're huge. They're like as big as a car, Oh, I didn't see him. Anyway, it disappeared off into the forest. That was quite a highlight for me of the Norway trip. And I've done Croatia twice this year, which was, I've done it 5 times.
Looks very nice, that tour.
It's a brilliant trip. I loved it. Although on the way down, on the last trip, the weather was so bad on the Dalmatian coast, they closed the coast road. Unfortunately, some of the guys managed to ride past the stop sign, thinking they'd blagged their way through, and got £90 fines, I think it was, off the police. Genuine fines, because they actually gave them receipts for it, which was unusual. So we had to find a different route, and it took us all around the forests, and it was just a brilliant trip, really nice trip. And the Alps trip I did as well was good. So
it's funny though, isn't it? The funny bits on a tour. When the sat nav stops at the gate to the hotel and people turn right rather than going through the hotel junction, or that you spend a little while on, because we do a little bit of motorway to get down to the nice roads some days, and someone will say, "Oh, I've been past this place so many times," and you say, "What's that place?" They say, "Ausgang." Is Ausgang, is it?
Ausgang, Ausfahrt on a German motorway.
Yeah, because that's the exit. And it's just really funny.
It's a huge town.
But I find it quite humbling doing what we've done, because you kind of forget the knowledge that you gain on the way. I'm not saying that I know very much at all about anything, but when you
second that.
But when you go away, you kind of. I'm quite humbled by the confidence that I've now got on the bike for just going off and touring, and then taking people and seeing some people that haven't got the confidence when they first start, but then I really get a warm glow when they start finding that confidence, because they're enjoying it, and by the end of the holiday they're navigating themselves, and they're not worried about turning the wrong way, because everything will be fine.
It was one particular incident. And the lady, if she's watching this, I know who I'm talking about, but on the Arctic tour, you do this thing called the Secret Bikers Road, and it's tarmac, and then it goes into this really rough tarmac, and the road is only just about a car wide, loads of switchbacks, and up and up and up, and she was really worried about it. She was riding her own bike with her husband, and she's like, "Oh, I'll never do it, I'm not going. I said, "Of course you can do it, what's the worst that can happen, It's my standard reply for everything. And
you used to drink Dr. Pepper, didn't you?
So I convinced her she should do this ride. Anyway, she did it. And when we got to the top, I pulled my bike up, and you go, "Da-da," we're at the top, and it's just an amazing view up on the plateau that separates Norway and Sweden, and it's just the most fantastic views. And she pulled up on her bike. She was shaking, crying. She was so emotional that she'd actually done it. She gave us a huge hug. And was just so chuffed that she'd done it. And I sort of walked away going, that's really nice that I gave somebody the confidence, I built somebody's confidence up enough to do that. And then we went on, and the next thing, I didn't tell her that the next part of the road is about 3 miles of off-road riding. Which a guy did on his RT, his BMW 1200 RT, with his wife on the back.
Yeah.
He did that as well, and she was, and this other lady.
I think I know who they are. Love them.
So, we got to this point. We actually only stopped when it became impossible, I felt, for him to go any further on his RT without damaging it. But that was an amazing experience. So, there we go.
So what are you doing next year?
What am I doing next year? I've got 2 tours next year. I'm quietening it all down because about to have another grandchild. I'm not old enough. I'm certainly not responsible enough. But I've got 3 now. With I'll have 2 with 1 on the way. And then I've got the Bavarian, no, not the Bavarian, what's it called? Black Mountains?
Black Forest.
Black Forest.
Yeah.
Black Mountains is in Wales, isn't it? I started to shake then.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. Yeah, Black Forest. And my wife's coming on that, which would be really cool.
Oh wow. What, Cornish Stig?
Cornish Stig is coming on that, so she'll have a step ladder so she can get on and off the bike. And we've pre-booked a chiropractor for when she gets back, and she had to do that last time after the Norway trip. And then I've got an 8-day Pyrenees trip, which is really cool. I like the Pyrenees.
Yeah, that's really good. And I've got, I think, 1 trip next year, which is down through Spain.
Aren't you doing another one? You're doing more than
one.
one.
No, just doing 1. It's that busy next year that I'm going to just do 1 tour.
Cool.
Which I'm really looking forward to doing. It's my favourite. It'll be the Grand Tour, hopefully.
Yeah.
So that'll be good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Right, the next thing we were going to talk about was something else.
Yeah. Now, you might have seen that there's been I wouldn't say a lack of motorbike reviews, sort of tail end of the summer into now, and that's just been because we just haven't been able to get out to the places that we review the bikes.
We can do bike reviews, but it's no good just doing it on your own, and it's really boring.
It's boring on your own, because that's what we do on the channel, but it's been really hard when we've only had like 2 days that we've been in the same country, and then we haven't been able to fit it in. It's just one of those things. So hopefully we'll be able to get some more of those over the next coming months.
Yeah.
And we keep getting questions, which is brilliant, about buying merchandise with RiderCamTV and stuff on it. What?
I just feel like...
Chicken tonight? I don't know.
No, it's just selling stuff, isn't it? But, if people are asking for it, then we probably need to provide it, which we will do.
We were saying before we started recording that we're just amazed that we're nearly at 12,000 subscribers now, and we have lots of really nice comments.
Yep.
And I think that when we had the discussion about what we were going to do and putting a channel together, that we never once thought that we'd have people that would come back and watch our videos and tell us that they're watching the videos and then join us on tours to ride with us and then want to buy stuff with our logos on it.
I'm now carrying RiderCam stickers. Well, we both got them, haven't we?
Yeah.
Because the places we've been caught out, somebody goes, I know you, and you're like, no, you don't. You go, yeah, I do know you. You're like, no, you don't. I have no idea who you are. I've been caught out about 5 times this year, this touring season. On top of the Grossglockner twice.
Yeah.
On the tunnel, the train under the channel twice. A guy caught me in the Arctic Circle, just walked up to me and said, I know you. I was like, no, you don't. Yeah. Like, I'm in the Arctic Circle. And so now we carry stickers and hand them out to them. So
it's crazy, isn't it?
I've had
the biggest place that I've had people come up to me is on the Plymouth to Santander or Santander to Plymouth ferry, and I've spoken to loads of people on there, and they said, "I know you. You're off RiderCamTV." And
that's because you stand there with that big cutout. You know, the one that used to be for the Kodak.
The
Kodak camera. And you got your face on it and RiderCamTV sticker like that as they come on the boat. Oh yeah.
But it's amazing. it's amazing because I'm always like, well, but
I feel embarrassed.
I'm no different than you. It's really nice for somebody to come and have a chat about stuff that we've done. I think it's amazing. But the one that blew me away, I was riding down through Spain, and I know exactly where it is, but I was riding down through Spain, and in between 2 roundabouts is a Repsol garage on the right-hand side, so I pull in and I'm filling up the bike, or the guy, the attendant's filling the bike up, and then...
Just before you go on with that, it's important when you do that in some of these countries where they have attendants, let them fill your bikes up because they get paid for that.
Yeah, they get tax back and stuff, don't they? So the attendant's filling the bike up, and we're having a bit of a chat, and then with that, it comes out of this showroom or out of the building, this guy in this really long leather jacket.
In a big chicken suit!
he had a big long not long trench coat, but it was a long leather jacket with really greased back hair, and I thought, I don't know what's going to happen here. And he came over, got his phone out.
Peaky Blinders!
Well, he came out, got his phone out, come up to me and he said, RiderCamTV, Toby, RiderCam, picture.
Wow.
In the middle of Spain. I would never ever have thought that. It was amazing.
He's back in custody now though, isn't he?
He was actually turned out to be a really nice guy. But, how weird.
Odd.
I would never have expected that.
No.
We're just 2 normal blokes that know nothing about bikes that tend to talk about bikes.
Yeah. Next subject then.
Yeah.
We don't want to ramble on because he rambles forever.
So, well, we were saying about the merchandise.
Right.
Now, it's taken a little bit longer than we had initially planned, purely because we've been in and out of the country at different times and not been able to sit down and get things working right. But we're talking to a couple of companies at the moment, and we're hoping to, by the new year, launch having something online. So we'll let you know all about that and launch it all on one of our videos. We were then going to talk about your tyres.
My
now,
tyres.
I am really impressed. Now, you know that we like Torrance, Metzler tyres. I ride with Torrance Next tyres. You've been riding with Roadtech 01s, and I want to try them because you say that they're so good. And I've regularly got 10,000 miles out of both my tyres. But how many miles have you got out of your tyres?
Nearly 11,500.
It's insane.
Out of the rear tyre. And the front one, I got 16,000 out of it. So I'm working on, which most bikes do the same anyway, one front to two rears. But yeah, I'm really, really impressed with it. I mean, you can see it's squared on. In fact, this week I've just ordered another rear to go on, because it's just got to the point where I'm like in the weather we've had and the weather that's coming. So I just thought I'll change it, because it's probably good for another, I don't know, 600 miles, something like that, but I don't want to push it.
But that's insane though, isn't it?
It is.
It really is. And
considering the tours I've done with it on.
Yeah. And while we're talking about tyres, I know that we call Anarchy 3s Panicky 3s.
Somebody mentioned that to me on Saturday. He asked me for my advice. I was like, I don't know anything about bikes. And he went, well, I've got these Panicky 3s on them. All right, okay.
We started a trend, hashtag Panicky 3s.
What does the hashtag mean?
Well, it's to do with social media, Mark, on your telephone.
Okay. Right, there's no drugs involved there, is there?
But I've had Anarchy 3s on my bike because it's not that old, but I've done, 6,500 miles, and these tyres, they need to be replaced now. But I will never have a pair of Anarchy 3s again. I just don't like them. There may be people out there, and I'm sure that love them.
They're nice in the dry.
They're not my type of tyres. However, you know that confidence that you kind of not lose, but when you're riding your bike and you're not confident in the tyres that you've got, they make you ride differently.
Yeah.
Well, I went away on one of the tours. It was one of the days that we had quite a bit of rain, and we had some lovely twisties, and I wasn't going to let the twisties get away. So I didn't push it, obviously. We have to ride with the speed limits in mind and safety and all of that sort of stuff, because we've got to look after people that are with us. But I pushed them a little bit further than I would have done than I normally would have done, because the confidence that I've got in those tyres wasn't there. And you know what, those tyres, they held up as good as any other tyre.
Panicky 3s?
Yeah, they gave me...
They're great in the dry, mate.
No, this was in the wet.
Really?
They gave me a bit of confidence in the fact that they are... And I always knew this, the tyres are always better than any rider that's sitting on the bike, aren't they? They were certainly better than me. But I was riding really defensively, thinking that they were going to go, and it was almost like I was making the bike slip, because that's what I thought they would do. But they held up. I wouldn't have them. They weren't the best tyres, but I pushed them and they held me up. Didn't have a problem. They weren't slipping all over the place. So, yeah, I won't have them though.
Obviously, it depends on how you ride your bike anyway, but I'm really pleased with
I tend to sit on the seat, face forward, and ride that way.
That's what I'm doing wrong. Okay, I'll try that. Anyway, so Roadtech 01s are my current tyre of choice.
Yeah, and I want to try them as well.
So that's it, isn't it, really? We're done, aren't we?
Yeah.
Nothing else to say?
No, I think so. No.
We have nothing of interest. No, I'm done. My work here is finished.
But I suppose we could finish by saying thank you very much to all the people that continuously watch our videos and comment and send nice comments. We have had the odd horrible comment, but they don't appear on there because we have a delete button. But there are a lot.
You don't have to watch the whole video if it's bad,
Yeah, there's lots of lovely people that I've met and we've met through this channel, and it's lovely to have you watching. So thank you very much.
So
give us a massive thumb up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because there's much more tantalising content on the way.
Yeah, we'll have to dig that up. We'll have to find out then. Right, okay.
Yeah. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.